Don't you see, baby, this is perfection. Good evening, folks. Hey, don't forget, this game will be broadcast live on the Union Sports Network, so tell your friends and family that couldn't be here. Love to watch your favorite player. You can tune into Union Sports Network at unionsportsnetwork.com. It's all one word, unionsportsnetwork.com. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Red Hawk softball in this game between the Choctaw Yellow Jackets and your Union Red Hawks. I'm Jim Douthit. Folks, Monday night, after Union honored the 4 senior softball players, these ladies put together one of their best performances of the season. And all the outcome on the scoreboard was not in favor of Union. A moral victory was won for sure, as Union lost to Jinx 5-3. Tensia Norman was money in the circle. Defense was on display, and the bats did not disappoint. And tonight, Coach Dobson's squad needs a repeat performance as they welcome in the district's #1 team, the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. Now, Choctaw comes in with a record of 17-5 overall and 9-1 in District 6A4. Their only district loss coming at the hands of Owasso back on September 18th. So, will the bats and the defense and the swagger of these girls that they've found in the last 10 days continue? We'll take a quick timeout, answer that question over the next several innings, as Union hosts Choctaw coming up next, right here on the home of Red Hawk fans. We are the Union Sports Network.
Abby's bat. It was just a black bat. Oh, I was like. Abby, I literally swear I saw a black meadow right there. I literally had your bat in my hand. Don't make me feel like I'm crazy. It was yours? Okay. I was like, don't make me feel like I'm crazy. Mic'd up too. I'm good
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Union Softball here at the Union Softball Complex on the campus of the Freshman Academy for this game between the Choctaw Yellow Jackets and your Union Redhawks. And now, let's meet the starting lineups first for the visitors from Choctaw. Batting first, playing third base, number 18, Sage Bacon. Batting second, number 3, playing second base, Anna Molaski. Batting third, playing right field, number 14, Dakota Frizzell. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 22, Bella Butler. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 5, Bree Curry. Batting sixth, the designated player, number 19, Kadrian Fields. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 2, Maddie Doty. Batting eighth, first baseman, number 20, Jalen Freer. And batting ninth, playing left field, number 1, Kendall Haithcock. And catching tonight, number 10, Cammie Irwin. Ladies and gentlemen, the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. And now, let's meet the starting lineups for your Union Redhawks. At shortstop, number 14, Monica Franklin. Batting second, the designated player, number 11, Trinaya James. Batting third, the catcher, number 1, Estrella Ramirez. Batting fourth, center fielder, number 2, Kat Gibson. Batting fifth, first baseman, number 18, Lily Taylor. Batting sixth, number 6, the third baseman, Lily Hance. Batting seventh, number 10, left fielder, Danny Perez. Batting eighth, second baseman, number 5, Bailey Dickerson. And batting ninth, right fielder, 00, Jocelyn Williams. And your pitcher for the Redhawks this evening, number 8, Tensia Norman. Your assistant coaches are Tim Dobson, Alexis Riley, Chris Nakashima, and Brittany Robinson. And your head coach is Coach Courtney Dobson. Ladies and gentlemen, the Union Redhawks. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you would please rise or remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you very much. Your scoreboard operator, Sean Moran, and I'm your announcer, Jim Douthit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Red Hawk softball. Hi, everybody. Welcome into the Union Sports Network. It's Choctaw coming to town this evening, and we've got a little bit of a delay here just so you know what's happening. We went ahead and did starting lineups, and the national anthem is The time, the original time for this game, I believe, was 5:30. We pushed it back to 5, get a little bit earlier start. Of course, umpires having real jobs and having to get off and scurry over here in time may be a little bit of an issue. So we're going to take a little bit of a timeout here. You'll be able to see the field, and once we get umpires, we will get underway. So it's Choctaw, it's Union coming up as soon as we get umpires right here on the Union Sports Network. As we get ready to get underway here, welcome back. Choctaw Union here on the Union Sports Network. We do have one blue jersey out there, so he will be calling balls and strikes from behind home plate, and I imagine umpire number 2 will be coming shortly behind him. As, again, we push this start time to a 5 o'clock start. That was done earlier this week, so appreciate you guys hanging out here on the Union Sports Network. I'm Jim Douthit, and listen, I talked about it in our open. Union has played some very, very good softball. As a matter of fact, their best softball of the year in the past 7, 8, 10 days. Even though they had a loss to Jinx, 5-3, and as I talked to Coach Dobson and both Coach Dobsons, I should say, early on, it was one of those things. They said it's definitely a moral victory. You know, a couple mistakes, that long ball that Tencia gave up in the 5th, but besides that, they were in it the entire game. Leading off for Choctaw, number 18, Sage Bacon. And we're underway here as Sage Bacon comes in. Norman goes to work. A little bit warmer start tonight than it was back on Monday night for senior night. I believe the temperature's just about 87. It was 84, but no wind Monday night. We got a decent breeze coming out of the, what are we going to call it, as the bunts down and it's foul. We're going to call that out of the southeast officially from our chief meteorologist, Andy Irwin. And it's 1-1. So a big test here, and then next week, Red Hawks are on the road before they wrap up the regular season on the 16th of September. Or excuse me, on the 26th of September, my apologies, against Owasso. We'll talk more about that later. So 2-1 now to Bacon. No relation to Kevin, I asked earlier. Swung on to Dickerson, to Taylor, and there's one away. Nice job there by Dickerson to charge that ball. Second baseman, Anna Molaski. Anna Molaski steps in. She's number 3, but playing second base. Good job by the coaches to tear it up on me a little bit. It's 0-1. In the dirt, good block there. Does get by Estrella, but not too far and no harm as nobody's on. And it's 1-1. So if you want to see these ladies at home, you're going to have one more opportunity after tonight. That's going to be on September 26th as Owasso will come in. Outside, 2-1. One delivers high, 3-1. Three-one delivery outside, and Molaski gets on 5 pitches. Right fielder, number 14, Dakota Frizzell. Got to hand it to the Choctaw parents and their faithful as they made the trip up. Got a handful of folks here. Nice to see them making the trip. Welcome. Runner goes, throw down, not in time. Not in time. A little bit in the dirt, and Ramirez couldn't dig it out quick enough and throw down. And so Molaski's safe at second, which brings up a great story. If you happen to watch the Cardinals last night, My Cubby fans here did not. For those of faithful that did, you saw history. It was a big lead by Mulaski. But what was not only the history that was made in that game between Waino and Molina, but the fact that Molina, at 40-plus years old, takes a 74-mile-an-hour curve and throws out Wong trying to steal second. And that was former Cardinal, thank you, Colton Wong. And Lyndon Blythe and I talked about that for 15 minutes, it seemed like, during lunch. That was great. So 3-0, right down the middle. Strike there. And Mulaski's, I think she's trying to bait Ramirez into throwing the ball as she has a huge lead after Norman delivers the ball. Swung on, flare, and that's going to fall down. Over is Gibson. She'll pick it up and throw it into second, and that's one run, but one run will come around. But a nice job there by Gibson. She knew she couldn't get the runner, so she threw it into second, and that still keeps the double play in play. Pitcher number 22, Bella Butler. And umpire number 2 strolls out. He got to warm up a little bit before he got here. Ramirez up quickly to throw down. Frizzell with a lead. Swung on to third. Looks to play off at second. Doesn't throw over because the runner was going, and a good play there by by Hance. Even though she didn't get the lead runner, she got the sure out. Center fielder, Bree Curry. Curry steps in. Runner at second is Frizzell. Norman delivers. Just a bit high, and it's 1-0. Another thing that Wainwright talked about in his postgame last night was the fact that even when he got in a little trouble in the first inning, and as he's known to do, he said he just focuses on the batter at the plate, right? Lets his defense know he's got confidence in his defense to do what's important around him and behind him. His job is to try to get the runner out at the plate, and that's something that is so important to try to teach to young pitchers. They got to have a very short-term memory, if you will, not worry about what just happened. Go after the next player that comes. Norman did a really, really good job of that against Jinx back on Monday night. We'll see if it continues here. Yes, last night the battery record was set, Mr. Sterling. 325 in the dirt, and it's 4 balls in a row, and Curry will get on. Designated player number 19, Kadrian Fields. Fields steps in. This is the one thing that Norman can't afford to do right now. She's got to come after this player and let her defense do the work. She's got to throw strikes, and that's her 5th ball in a row. So Norman's got to settle in and find the plate again. So it's 1-1 now. Swung on 1-2. Nice job there by Norman to take a little bit of something off that. So 1-2 now. 2 away. If Norman could get a punch out here, that would be huge. 1-2 delivery. And that's it right there, and she does it. A nice K to end the inning. So Choctaw gets one run across, but a good inning overall for Union, and they'll come up to bat right after this.
Get $200 from TTCU when you open a new checking account with direct deposit. What would you buy with $200?
100 coloring books and a puppy.
Or maybe some groceries and a tank of gas? $200 from TTCU.
Back live here on the Union Sports Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jim Douthit, and coming up here, bottom of one. So the Red Hawks got themselves into a little bit of trouble, but played out of it as Norman picked up her first strikeout of the evening. And a timely strikeout it was. Leading off for the Red Hawks, shortstop, number 14, Monica Franklin. So Franklin steps in, one of the seniors that were honored back on Monday night. She led off the game with a triple, part of a 2-run first inning for the Red Hawks against a very good team in Jinx. Butler will go to work. Doesn't get the call on the outside part of the plate, and it's 1-0.
Nice pitch.
Choctaw, again, is one of those teams that comes in, and every one of the girls looks to be about 4 to 6 inches taller than any of the girls that we have. I said that again about Broken Arrow when the Tigers came to town. That's on the ground. Nice grab there by Bacon, over to first in time. Nice pickup by Bacon. And there's one away. Designated player, number 11, Trinaya James. So defensively for the Yellow Jackets, Butler and Irwin are your battery. Bacon at third, Doty at short, Molaski at second, Freer at first, and then the outfield, Haithcock, left field, Curry in center, and Frizzell out and right. That's your defensive setup. Brought to you by TTCU. That's outside. Nice eye there by James. So 2-0 now. Butler delivers right down the middle, and that's a strike. Swung on straight back. If she can come around on that just a little bit quicker, that goes to center field. Easy base hit. Outfielders playing pretty shallow on James.
Let's get her now.
If she can get around on one, it would be extra bases for sure. The 2-2 delivery by Butler. Swung on, slap foul.
Keep working, here you go, Jackie.
Ramirez on the on-deck circle kind of slapped that ball away from her. She's got to be careful of that. She had two Yellow Jacket players kind of charging that to see if they could make a play on it. It's one thing in the on-deck circle, you just got to get out of the way. Swung on the ground. That's a slow dribbler. Bacon up and throwing. Got him. Nice throw by Bacon, and that's out number 2. Catcher, number 1, Estrella Ramirez. So Ramirez steps in. First pitch swinging, nice cut there. It's 0-1. One of the things that's been a great improvement and fun to watch over this season is the fact that Estrella Ramirez is defensively has done some beautiful things. And where she has lacked in her bat, definitely have made up in her field play. Not only at shortstop a few games ago, but definitely behind the plate. So it's 0-2 now. Butler with the delivery. Swung on and popped up down the right field line. That's going to go foul. Frizzell over to chase that one. Can't quite catch up to it. A nice piece of hitting. I'd like to see her do that again. Is with the wind out of the south, if she can get the bat around on it and get it out to right field, it could carry a little bit. Still 0-2. Delivered, struck her out.
Hey, good job.
Butler fooled her on that pitch, and that caught the outside part of the plate. The Red Hawks go in order. 1-0 our score here. Choctaw coming up.
We're athletes.
Coaches.
And your child's high school athletic trainer.
We're your friends and neighbors.
And we make our home
in green country. Like you, we run
And fish.
hike,
And bike.
we enjoy the mountains.
and lakes.
So we know how important
Staying active is to you. Staying active is to you.
We're physicians.
and therapists
Our groundbreaking treatments.
are helping you heal faster.
Helping you heal faster.
We're Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma.
And we're the team physicians for more universities.
More high schools and more club teams
than all other providers combined.
We're focused on providing you
Personalized orthopedic care.
personalized orthopedic care.
treating the area's best teams.
And the athlete in all of us.
And the athlete in all of us.
Back here live on the Union Sports Network, it's Union Red Hawk softball. Big thank you to Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, our sports medicine provider for all district sports. We appreciate them very, very much for all they do for all of our athletes across the district. As we head to the second, defensively for Union, Norman and Ramirez are your battery. Hance at third, Franklin at short, Dickerson at second, and Taylor at first. Perez, left field, Gibson in center, and Williams at right. Now batting, shortstop, Maddie Doty. So the shortstop gets her opportunity out here as that's outside, stuck out of the dirt, Ramirez did. As the Boyer family is here in full force. Mrs. Boyer and her husband, little one, taking shade over near the home dugout. Appreciate them showing up. One of our fine assistant principals. I think Rebecca's been around now 3 years. She's looking up here like she can hear me. So 3 years now, 4 years, a couple years as a counselor. She was my son's counselor his sophomore year, junior year, I have to think. But anyway, appreciate her coming by with the family and watching, taking in a little girls softball this afternoon. 2-1 now. Tensia Norman delivers. Swung on, up the middle. Franklin picks it up, but can't get the throw over. Over Norman's head, past the outstretched hand of Dickerson, and by the time Franklin got to it, she couldn't do anything with it. And the runner just stole a second. Just came around, just kept on running. Nope, she's going to get her gear off. So she just kept on running, and they were asleep for sure. So I'd almost want to call it a double. First baseman, Jalen Freer. So it's one of those things that this is a team that you gotta keep your head up on a swivel at all times. So runner at second, throw down, nobody there, and a big lead by Doty. So Freer, first baseman, steps in here, 0-1. And Choctaw's looking to really be aggressive here. Again, big lead. Big lead by Doty, but the thing that Ramirez is doing that's right is don't throw down to second, because as soon as you make that move to second, she's going to third. So you want to keep her from getting to third. Hance in, swung on, foul. This Hance is about, a third of the way down the baseline here, just off third base, and now she backs up. Taylor staying home at first. Both Franklin and Dickerson are fairly deep, about a foot off the grass in what would be the dirt. Delivery high. Again, Ramirez up. Estrella, as much as she wants to fire down there, is doing a good job to not throw that ball. And give the runner another free base. So 2-2. Swung on. Nice play by Dickerson, and there's one away. Nice play by Dickerson. Got in front of it. Throw it over to first. Didn't worry about the runner. Get this sure out. Left fielder, number 1, Kendall Haithcock. So with one away and the runner on third, high. Not as big of a lead by Doty this time. High again, 2-0. Swung on, that's roped out to center. Great jump on the ball, and Gibson with a nice play. Runner will tag, come home. The throw from Franklin, not in time. So an RBI for Haithcock, but great job by Gibson to jump on that ball and get it in quickly. A little bit stronger of an arm, and it may have been a little closer. Third baseman, number 18, Sage Bacon. So 2 away. Gibson with a nice jump on that ball. That was a laser, but Cat did a good job jumping on it, getting it in. Swung, lays down the bunt. It's a good one. Up, Norman can't field it, and everybody's safe. Second baseman, number 3, Anna Mlaski. So that base runner doesn't really hurt us at any point right now. Except runner goes, throw down. Almost overslid the bag, but the call is safe. It's a pretty good throw and a pretty good tag. Bacon had some sizzle in her step, so she beat it out. Thank you. So the 1-0 delivery to Mulaski. High. It's 2-0. Slap right to Franklin. Nice job there. Didn't let the runner worry about it. And again, Union only allows one run here. So we're going to the bottom of the second. Union coming up right after this.
The humble Raising Cane's chicken finger. 24 hours of marinating and not a word about its flavor. It credits that terrifically tangy sauce. And the cane sauce? Well, it's okay with that. But a premium, fresh, never-ever frozen tenderloin, hand-battered and cooked to order? Doesn't exactly need to brag now, does it? Same for the crinkle-cut fries. Center cut from the longest potatoes Idaho has to offer and added to every meal. You know, just because you have bragging rights doesn't mean you have to use them. Raising Cane's.
Leading off for the Red Hawks, center fielder, number 2, Cat Gibson. So Cat Gibson steps in here as we come to the home half of the second. Yellow Jackets on top, 2-0. First pitch outside. Gibson with a really, really good defensive play back in the top half of the second here. One of the things that I've noticed here in the past several games, the two that we've been able to broadcast, is poise. They don't let things get to them, that is the Red Hawks, as they have had happen to them in the past. A month ago, that ball gets past Gibson. It's at least a triple, if not an inside the park homer, and then the wheels fall off. Back shot up in the middle, off Norman, over and in time. Excuse me, off Butler, I should say, right to Dowdy. Nice play by her to pick it up. Your typical 1-6-3 put out. First baseman, number 18, Lily Taylor. Taylor steps in. Had some golden opportunities against Jinx. Youth kind of showed up in her bat as Jinx was able to go. Worsham was able to throw her some pitches inside and low, and she just couldn't stay off of them a couple of times. As soon as Taylor figures it out, nice play there by Freer. Wow, great hit and a better fielding job. As soon as Taylor can figure it out, she's going to be one heck of a threat for Union, that's for sure, but a nice play there by Freer. Third baseman, number 6, Lily Hance. Ball low. What do you call a strike? My apologies. Strike low. Sure. That's inside, and that one is a ball. Thank you very much. So 1-1, 2 away. Hance, your batter. See if we can extend the inning and give Norman a little bit more of a rest in that dugout. Just outside, 2-1. Nice eye there by Hance to lay off that after first pitch was called a strike, and it was in a similar position. Now Old Glory has gone rather limp out there, right center field. 2-1 delivery, inside.
Don't lose it now. Come on back.
3-1 delivery. Swung on, and that's going to drop. That'll get out there. We extend the inning. Good job. Nice piece of hitting there by Hance. And Union gets its first base runner of the evening. Left fielder, number 10, Danny Perez. First pitch swinging foul. On the ground again, foul. So 0-2, good hacks there by Perez. Struck her out. So Perez goes down swinging. But Union does get a base runner. They leave one on. Top of the third coming up.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Back live. Jersey Mike sounds kind of good right now. It's coming up on just about dinner time, 5:48 Central Standard Time here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thanks for joining us on the home of Red Hawk fans. We are the Union Sports Network. Leading off for Choctaw, right fielder, number 14, Dakota Frizzell. So Frizzell step in here. Norman back in the circle. No defensive changes for Coach Dobson and her Red Hawk squad here. As the wind begins to pick up again out of the south. First pitch in there for a strike.
Hey, don't forget to barrel up.
High, 1-1. One swung on, that'll be foul. Just out of the reach of Lily Taylor. So 3-4-5 coming up for the Yellow Jackets, excuse me. Yellow Hawks. Yeah, the Yellow Hawks. Why not? The Yellow Jackets. 1-2 delivery here. On the ground. Dickerson stays in front of it. Got to hurry. In time. Nice job by Dickerson to stay in front of it. Stay with the ball. Sometimes she lets those eat her up, but she didn't that time. There's one away. Pitcher, Bella Butler. As Butler steps in. She grounded out to third, her first time up. Just fouled. So it's 1-1. Swung on, and that's roped out to left field. That's going to go over Perez's head. That thing was flat, hit hard. Perez didn't quite play it as well as she should have, and as soon as she took a couple of steps in, I knew she was in trouble. Reached up, and it went all the way to the wall. So Butler will be in with a double. And she'll get a courtesy run in number 8. It's going to be Brooke Curry. Courtesy running number 8, Brooke Curry. So Curry will run for the pitcher and Butler. Nice piece of hitting by Bella. Center fielder Bree Curry steps in. Curry walked her first time up back in the first. She squares around a bunt. Good job there defensively. I like what I'm seeing in the field, and you guys can see that at home. Hance is crashing. Franklin's running over to third. Everybody seems to know what they're doing in this situation. And I say that because it's the obvious things that they're beginning to learn. Good job there by Hance. Over to first and in time. Look back the runner and through to first. Beautiful job by Lily. And there's 2 away. And at the beginning of the season, I remember Coach Dobson telling me they're going to surprise some people. Designated player, Kadrian Fields. She said they were going to surprise some people. And I think this is what you're beginning to see. Swung on, or excuse me, not swung on, but it is a called strike.
You got it, girl. Confidence, come on.
That was swung on, and it's 0-2. Kadrian Fields struck out her first time up. Only strikeout recorded so far by Norman. She went down swinging. A real nice change. Norman delivers. Swung on to Hance. Over to first in time. Nice job defensively. So now Norman gives up a double, but it doesn't come back to hurt him, and we go to the bottom of the third. Choctaw up by 2. Back live here on the Union Sports Network, thanks to David Roberts and his premier sponsorship with us here at the Union Sports Network. If you want to sponsor, you need to call 918-357-7410 and talk to the amazing Becky Blythe. Again, that's 918-357-7410. She can tell you about all the great sponsorship packages we have right here on the Union Sports Network. Leading off for the Red Hawks, second baseman, number 5, Bailey Dickerson. So Dickerson steps in. 8-9-1 coming up here for Union. Dickerson will back out. Butler back in the circle. No defensive changes for Choctaw. The first pitch, swinging. That's over the head. That'll get to the wall. She's around second, headed to third. She's going to get in with a triple. And I said it early on. I said, listen, I think these girls are playing a little shallow, and sure enough, Frizzell got fooled on that one, and it's a triple by Dickerson. Right fielder, Jocelyn Williams. So now Williams steps in. I think defensively, some of these girls are going to start moving back just a tad. Nice piece of hitting by Dickerson, and she's up with a triple. Yep. And again, their outfield playing shallow again. Right fielder stepped in just a little bit. Left fielder and Haithcock stepped in as well. Right. She slapped that one just past Monica Franklin and into the netting and sent a few of the Red Hawk ladies scurrying. She's tough. So they're definitely pitching Williams outside to pull the ball. It's 1-1. Butler delivers. Little squibbler. Look back the runner, throw to first in time. There's one away. Shortstop, number 14, Monica Franklin. So Franklin steps in. She has been definitely money for Coach Dobson, one of the 4 seniors. Franklin's got some pop down the line. I'm going to say foul. There was no sense of urgency on anybody. Home plate umpire didn't move very much either. So 0-1. Outside, 1-1. So Franklin with some pop in her bat. Sean Moran mentioned it just a second ago. If she gets around on that, she's got wheels. We could see something special here. 1-1 delivery. He's going to call that one a strike. Seemed a little high, but Butler will get the call on the high strike inside. It's 1-2. Outside, good job. Great job by Franklin. Wind blowing out hard to right field. The 2-2. Swung on, roped up the middle. That'll get 1 run home, and there's the RBI by Franklin. Great piece of hitting by her, and it's all started because of the second baseman, Bailey Dickerson, getting the triple. Designated player number 11, Trinaya James. So Franklin on first. 2-1 now. With one swing of the bat, they cut the lead in half. Now James needs to just stay within herself here. First pitch, swing and strike. And again, it's said a number of times throughout the year, I want to see James, if she's going to do that, she needs to crowd the plate a little bit more. I want to see her get up on that plate. If she's going to do that slap swing and next, she's running to first. That or a longer bat, coach, one of the two. Outside, good eye. 1-1.
Hey, nice pitch.
Popped foul off the netting. So 1-2 now. Still only one away. Estrella Ramirez on deck. She struck out her first time up.
Make it work.
James inside. 2-2. James, last time she was up, she grounded out to the third baseman. Bacon did the majority of the work for the Yellow Jackets back in the first defensively. As 2 of the 3 outs were recorded on 5-3 putouts. In the dirt, gets by her. Franklin scurries down to second. Just like that, Irwin takes her eye off the ball. Here Union is in a beautiful position with only one away, full count, to make some noise here in the home half of the third. Just kind of slapped at that one. Nice pitch inside by Butler, and it chases James, and there's 2 away. Catcher, number 1, Estrella Ramirez. 2 away, Franklin stands down at second. After she picked up the RBI that cut the lead in half just moments ago. Butler looks in, down at her arm, and delivers. Scurries away, Franklin down to third. In time, or not in time, I should say. She's in time. Again, Franklin being aggressive on the base pads. Dobson's got a big old smile on her face. I think that was probably a little closer than Coach wanted it to be. But now a simple little base knock. Got to put the ball on the ground here. Make them make a play. High, 1-1. Don't chase anything, Estrella. Wait for your pitch, kid. In the dirt, 2-1. Ramirez way up in front of the box. Bat off the shoulder. Butler delivers. Inside. Great eye by Ramirez.
yourself the best shot.
3-1 delivery on its way.
There you go.
Slap foul.
Hey, go win this too.
Not too sure she may have swung at ball 4 there or not. It was kind of jammed her up on her hands. She does crowd the plate quite a bit, so she's about where I would like Trinaya James to stand. And James bats. 3-2 away, hits her. And we'll extend the inning. Center fielder number 2, Kat Gibson. So now Gibson steps in. First and third, 2 away. Gibson, her first time up back in the second, grounded out. Gibson's got some pop in her bat, I should say. Got some wheels, so we'll see what Coach Dobson draws up here. First pitch strike. The 0-1 delivery. Outside. Runner goes. Boy, and I'm not too sure what Ramirez was thinking there. Maybe she thought she was going to fool him and fall asleep, but she may have forgotten that they were the #1 team in the 6A4 division, or district, I should say. So, the threat is over, but Union cuts the lead in half. Choctaw coming up after this.
Get $200 from TTCU when you open a new checking account with direct deposit. What would you buy with $200?
100 coloring books and a puppy.
Or maybe some groceries and a tank of gas? $200 from TTCU.
Leading out for Choctaw, shortstop, number 2, Maddie Doty. So Doty steps in. Base hit back in the second. So we come up to the top of the fourth. Norman back on, and that's bunt foul. Ramirez, nice job getting out of the box, but it was foul. Wind has picked back up. Those clouds that all my meteorology buddies across the 4 stations talked about have dissipated, and they are not around. So the 4 of you get a D- for the day because it is hot and there's plenty of sun. It's the first outs recorded by Hans. First baseman, Jalen Freer. So Jalen Freer steps in, grounded out. Her first time up, nice pitch there. Dickerson with a good play to get the ground out back in the second inning. Freer's 0 for 1. Ramirez tried to frame that one for home plate umpire, but nobody was buying that, so it's 1-1. So 7, 8, 9 for Choctaw. That's outside, it's 2-1. look into the home half of the fourth inning. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Swung on. Dickerson gobbles it up. Much easier to play for this time, and there's 2 away. The fielder, number 1, Kendall Heathcock. Heathcock with one of the 2 RBIs. She roped one out to center field, and Gibson got a nice jump on it, made the play to record the out. Heathcock got the old RBI as Doty scored back in the second. One of the 2 runs for the Yellow Jackets so far this season. Outside. 1-1. On the ground, foul. So what's coming up here on the Union Sports Network? Well, nothing. For about almost a week. As we get a little bit of a break, Andy Irwin and the boys will run out to Owasso as Union takes on Owasso next Friday. Bye week, that's popped up. Hance underneath it. Good job there, and there's 3 up and 3 down. Choctaw goes in order. Union coming up, down by 1 after this.
We're athletes.
Coaches.
And your child's high school athletic trainer.
We're your friends and neighbors.
And we make our home
in green country. Like you, we run
And fish.
hike,
And bike.
we enjoy the mountains.
and lakes. So we know how important
Staying active is to you. Staying active is to you.
We're physicians.
and therapists
Our groundbreaking treatments
are helping you heal faster.
helping you heal faster.
We're Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma.
And we're the team physicians for more universities.
More high schools and more club teams.
than all other providers combined.
We're focused on providing you
Personalized orthopedic care.
Personalized orthopedic care.
Treating the area's best teams.
And the athlete in all of us.
and the athlete in all of us.
Cat Gibson steps in as the sun is directly on us now. Gibson first pitch swinging, slow roller to second in time. Nice job there by Belansky to get over, get on that ball. And there's 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 away. First baseman, number 18, Lily Taylor. Taylor steps in. She popped out. Actually, she lined out to first base, first time up. Nice job by Freer to get over there and make that grab on a well-hit ball by Taylor. Better play by Freer. And there's that changeup again. And boy, Taylor's got to learn to kind of lay off that. That's what ate her up against the Trojans. Worsham had a change on her that she just could not stay away from. That's well hit. Out to, oh no, straight up in the air, excuse me. Lost it in the sun myself, and Dowdy records the second out of the inning. Lost it in the sun, and I had to watch all the players. Couldn't pick up Dowdy in time, but she put it away. Third baseman, Lily Hance. So 2 away. Hance is 1 for 1 tonight as she got a base hit back in the second inning. First pitch strike on the outside part of the plate. It's 0-1. So what's coming up here on the Union Sports Network? As I said, nothing this week. Owasso next week. Join Rick Corey. right here on the Union Sports Network. That game will start at 7. As Owasso and the Union get together for the first time this week. Union looking to go 4-0 on this season as they take on the Owasso Rams. Let's join Rick Corey, as I said, next Friday, not tomorrow, next Friday at 7 p.m.
There you go.
Boy, that was inside for a strike. So it's 1-2 now, as the struggle is real for your play-by-play guy. Sun in the face. 1-2, 2 away. Swung on, jammed. Oh, and a big dive there by Irwin, just out of the reach of Irwin, and that was a great play by Herb. Just couldn't quite catch up to it. Butler jammed Hance. Hance came around on it. Home plate umpire giving Irwin a little opportunity to catch her breath, because she Irwin with an I, sir. Andy Irwin with an E was asking me how Irwin with an I spelled her name. Popped up, straight up. Butler calls for it. And Union goes in order. But the lead is still 1 for Choctaw as we head to the top of the 5th inning, folks. We'll be back after this.
The humble Raising Cane's chicken finger. 24 hours of marinating and not a word about its flavor. It credits that terrifically tangy sauce. And the cane sauce? Well, it's okay with that. But a premium, fresh, never-ever frozen tenderloin, hand-battered and cooked to order? Doesn't exactly need to brag now, does it? Same for the crinkle-cut fries. Center cut from the longest potatoes Idaho has to offer and added to every meal. You know, just because you have bragging rights doesn't mean you have to use them. Raising Cane's.
Leading up for Choctaw, third baseman Sage Bacon.
Come on, Sage.
Here we go on the Union Sports Network as I turn myself up. Sage Bacon steps in, first pitch, right down the middle for a strike. So 1, 2, 3. Due up for Choctaw, swung on. In time, boy, hustling down the line was Bacon, but she gets thrown out by a half step by Hance, and a good job by Hance to get all over that ball. And get it over to Taylor. There's one away. Second baseman, Anna Molaski. Molaski stepped in, she's 0 for 1 tonight, walked in the first and popped out to short in the second. And it's 0-1. Norman delivers, swung on, another job. Kind of ate up there by Dickerson. She couldn't play it like she wanted to. I think she wanted to backhand it, and then she realized she could get in front of it. Kind of ate her up. So Molaski's on safe. Right fielder Dakota Frizzell. Now 1 on. Just outside. Mira is going to take a timeout. She needs to tie her shoe a little bit. So don't forget, our next home game here for the Lady Redhawks will be Monday, September 26th. That's going to be our last home game as well. There's one over to first. And safe. Franklin played it all by herself, almost turned the double play. But hustling down the line was Frizzell. She's safe. Pitcher, Bella Butler.
Come on, babe. Come on, babe.
So 2 away.
Wait on yours.
Job by Franklin to get over there and get one out. Get that lead runner. That swung on. Right over there to Hance. And 4 come up, but they don't get anything across. And again, Union escapes unscathed. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 2-1 Choctaw.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Leading off for the Redhawks, left fielder number 10, Danny Perez. As Perez steps in. 2-1, your eyes do not deceive you. As again, Union has not disappointed through the first 4.5 innings as we're in the bottom of the 5th now. Perez looks at the first pitch, strike from Butler. Defensively, nothing has changed for Choctaw. Butler and Irwin are still your battery. As I said earlier in the broadcast, Coach Dobson told me earlier in the year they were going to surprise some people, and I think they are tonight, as they did against Jinx just a few days ago. That's popped up. That could get down, and that does. Frizzell can't come up with it. And just like that, a leadoff double by Perez. Second baseman, number 5, Bailey Dickerson. So Dickerson steps in. Perez stands safely at second. And even with Frizzell playing shallow like she did, her, Molaski, and Frere all kind of came in on the ball at the same time, and I'm not too sure if they communicated very well, but regardless, Perez is safe at second. Dickerson came around, squared around a bunt.
Come on, babe.
Bacon and Frere crashing for sure. Butler looks in for the sign. Now down at her arm. Squared around a bunt, popped up in the air. And again, Irwin can't make the play. And I'm glad she didn't dive after that, because she would have got a whole bunch of concrete and a whole bunch of net. As behind home plate is probably one of the most shallow areas I've ever seen. There is no room behind home plate to do much of anything. Again, squares down. Nice bunt. Will advance the runner, and a good job there. Throw back over to third, not in time. There's Dickerson getting the job done with a sack bunt. and advances the runner. Just like that, Coach Dobson and her staff's coaching prowess is shining right now. Choctaw's coach out to have a little conversation in the circle. Imagine she's out there kind of surprised that her Yellow Jackets are in this position against these Red Hawks, but they obviously weren't paying attention to the Jinx game earlier this week. Now batting, right fielder Jocelyn Williams.
Come on, girls, work
Williams
together.
steps in.
Let's play ball.
She
Come
grounded
on.
out to the pitcher her first time up. All we need is a pop-up here. Nice deep pop-up. Perez has got some
Come on, B,
wheels, so
reach
we'll
down
see.
now. Let's go.
I imagine Dobson's going to be aggressive unless it's a super shallow pop fly. And I mean one that an infielder could play. And that would have been the pitch to maybe pop up, but that's a ball. Good eye there. So it's 2-0. On deck is Franklin. So if Williams can get on, Franklin would get her an opportunity again.
Come on, baby.
Good eye, 3-0. And the fans come alive a little bit here,
Deep breath now. Let's go.
as it has filled up a little bit more, especially on the Red Hawk side of the field. It's 3-0 now to Williams. The chatter is starting. Ball 4 is the chatter from the Red Hawk dugout. That'll be in there for a strike. So 3-1 now to Williams.
You got it.
Perez at third after her double and sack bunt by Dickerson. 3-2. Do I like Williams standing in there and taking pitches? I'm not 100% sure, but I bet you that's what Coach Dobson was telling her to do, make Butler throw strikes here. Now it's up to Williams. Butler delivers. Swung on, nice rip there, but it's foul. Good rip by Jocelyn Williams. Just a little behind that. We'll do it again. Come on, kid, let's do something special here. Swung on, back to Butler. Butler looks the runner back, and there's 2 away. And Williams, what she did back in the 3rd inning, she does again in the 5th, and that's ground out to the pitcher. Now batting, shortstop, number 14, Monica Franklin. So Franklin steps in, again, another RBI opportunity for her. She got an RBI back in the 1st. And they are not giving her an opportunity to swing the bat. Yep. She will get the intentional walk. And that's the 2nd game in a row that that's happened. And for the 2nd game in a row, I believe Courtney Dobson is going to go to the pinch hitter, and she will. And again, it'll be another Caitlin Bird sighting. Now, if you were not with us for the Jinx game, this was an opportunity right after Franklin had been intentionally walked. Dobson goes to the bench. Bird comes out, first pitch swinging. Got an RBI out of it. And now we'll have a defensive change, it looks like, as Abby Schmitz is going to check in and play right field. Now playing right field for Choctaw, number 6, Abby Schmitz. And so Caitlin Bird with another great opportunity, and Dobson showing a lot of faith in her after what she did against the Trojans. She gets an opportunity now against Choctaw. Now batting for the Red Hawks, number 16, Caitlin Bird. Bird checks in. Caitlin with a C and Bird with a Y, in case you're keeping your scorebooks at home. 1-6 on the back of her jersey. 2 away, runners at the corners. First pitch swing and she popped it up. Boy howdy, got the change up, she jumped all over and it went straight up in the air and Irwin gets the out. So not before Union definitely threatens, can't get anything across. We head to the 6th, still 2-1. Leading off for Choctaw, center fielder, 5, Bree Curry. So Bree Curry checks in here. Choctaw goes 5, 6, 7. Coming up in the top half of the 6th. 2-1 still is your score. Pitched inside, and it's a ball. Don't forget, as I said, next home game and last home game of the season for Union will be 2 Mondays, September 26th, as we welcome in Owasso. Game starts and broadcast starts at about 5:30. Swung on foul, and it's 1-1. So your last opportunity to get out and see these girls at home and listen to us here on the Union Sports Network tout what is really becoming a pretty successful season, at least an end, as it's winding down. Lady Red Hawks will be on the road all week next week. Outside, 2-1. Just a little high. 3-1 now. What we don't need to do is get a leadoff runner on here. Red Hawks have done very, very well tonight defensively. Norman again has come in, taken the ball given to her by Dobson, and pitched a whale of a game against a very good Choctaw team. That swung on. Franklin up, throwing in time. And there's one away. Batting for Choctaw, number 10, Cammie Irwin. So the catcher's going to get an opportunity here to swing the bat. As I believe she will replace Kadrian Fields. She struck out in the first and grounded out in the third, so she was 0 for 2. Cammie Irwin will get an opportunity to swing her bat. One away. First pitch in there for a strike. On the ground. Franklin backhands. Long throw for her. Not in time. Boy, if Taylor can come up with that cleanly, that's a lot closer. Great throw there by Franklin, showing her range. And Irwin's on. We'll see if anybody pinch runs for her, but I don't believe so. Maddie Doty's up now, I believe. Yep, first pitch swinging. Oh, and just by Hance, who was pinched in a little bit. And Doty gets on. When Hance came in thinking there was going to be a squeeze and then got around on the ball, and Doty is safe at first. First baseman Jalen Freer. So Freer steps in. Runners at first and second, one away. Norman delivers, and it hits her. Freer gets hit by the pitch, and that'll load the bases. Left fielder Kendall Haithcock. So that'll bring in the dangerous Haithcock, number 9 hitter. She's 0 for 2 tonight. It's been dangerous at times for the Yellow Jackets. And an opportunity for her to add to her RBI total in the year. So the Ducks on the pond, one away. Force at any base, and we'll see what Union can do here. It's outside and high, 2-0.
You got that one.
Way ahead, babe.
In the third, 3-0. I'm surprised there's not a little meeting at the circle at this point by Coach Dobson. This is not a position that the girls have been in here as of late. Norman 3-0 delivery. High, and they walk in a run. And now Coach Dobson will have a meeting as Sage Bacon is on deck. 1, 2, 3, or at least 1 and 2 here. Sage Bacon coming up. She's 1 for 3 tonight. Grounded out in the first, got a bunt single in the second, and grounded out just an inning ago. Coach Dobson out to talk some defensive strategies, pump up her pitcher in Norman. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Next up for Choctaw, number 18, Sage Bacon. Sage Bacon steps in, as I said, 1 for 3 on the evening. Bases are loaded after the walk by Norman. First pitch ball. So 3-1 now the lead. In the dirt. 6 balls in a row thrown by Norman. Make that 7 balls in a row. Norman's got to take a big, deep breath here and just relax. High, and another walk. And if I'm Anna Molaski right now, I'm going to stand there with my bat on my shoulder. Second baseman, Anna Molaski. I'm going to stand with the bat on my shoulder and make her throw strikes. because she has thrown 8 balls in a row. That's in the dirt. Outside. The 2-0 delivery. That'll catch the outside part of the plate for a strike. And on the 11th pitch here recently, she finally gets a strike call. So, and Norman needs to build on this. 2-1 count now. Molaski inside, gets by, but nobody advances. As again, I talked about it. That backstop is only, oh goodness, 10 feet, if that. Behind home plate. So not a lot of room for a ball to travel once it gets past you. So 3-1. Swung on. Franklin up. Over to first. In time. What a great grab there by Taylor. Stayed on the bag. Great grab there by Taylor as Franklin's was about to go wide, but she was able to stretch it out. Will be an RBI. Runner came back out to first, so we'll see what's going on here. And everybody safe. And now she goes off. Runner's out. Okay, so the runner's out, but the run does score. So Molaski's out. Taylor was able to stay on the bag. There's 2 away. Now batting number 6, Abby Schmitz. So Schmidt steps in. First pitch in there for a strike. So Dakota Frizzell, and that's on the ground, and that's it. But not before Choctaw could put up a 3 spot after 2 walks given up by Norman with the bases loaded. It's still a close one, 5-1, Union coming up after this. Number 1, Estrella Ramirez. Welcome back here to the home of Red Hawk fans, the Union Sports Network. Give a big shout out to one of my bosses way up the chain, Charlie Bushyhead, as I see a nice text from him coming across, showing some love for what we're doing here on the Union Sports Network. Mr. Bushyhead, we do appreciate it, for sure. Swung on. Nice glove there. Fair ball, long throw in time. Boy, Bacon. Great job by her to get over and throw out Ramirez. Center fielder, Kat Gibson. So 1-0 to Gibson. She's 0 for 2 tonight, grounded out back in the second and the fourth. Second pitch swinging. Nobody there on first, and in time is Gibson to first. So nice ball by her, and Freer was over, but Molaski didn't get over to cover the bag, and a base runner is aboard for you. First baseman, Lily Taylor. As Taylor steps in again.
Come on, girls.
Popped out back in the second and the fourth. She's 0 for 2 as well. In the dirt, ball gets by. Scurries down to second in time is Gibson. So she's safe. Takes out the force at first and takes out the force at second, I should say. We'll see what Taylor can do here. One away. Inside, and it hits her. So first and second again. And Hans will step up. Third baseman, Lily Hans. Butler looks into the dugout, a long stare into the dugout. Now down at her arm. Surprised Hans didn't back out. She didn't. Here's the delivery. Catch the inside part of the plate for a strike. Outside, 1-1. Lily 1 for 2, base hit back in the second inning, popped out in the fourth. Good eye for her. Looks like Butler took something off of that. It was high and out of the zone. Inside, good eye. 3-1 now. Freer over to say something to Butler as the shadows begin to creep in over the field. Thankfully for us, but we're still probably 20 minutes away from this sun getting out of our faces here in the press box. Just like that, Hans is on with a walk. Good eye by her, and they load the bases. So they're going to load up the bases. Perez steps in, possibly. We may see a change as their head coach will come out and have a conversation. I believe Butler's going to have a seat, and she will. So a nice hand by Butler with the bases loaded and only one out. Kadrian Fields, the designated player, is going to come out and warm up. So Fields will warm up. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching the Home for Red Hawk fans right here on the Union Sports Network. So Kadrian Fields will step in and be the pitcher now, come in. She'll get the bases loaded. And the left fielder in Danny Perez, who was 1 for 2, she struck out in the second but had a nice double in the 5th. Watching her warm-up pitches, she's got some velocity to her pitch, so we'll see what they dial up here as Perez steps in. First pitch in there for a strike. So again, bases loaded, 1 away. Williams, Taylor, and Hance are your base runners. Ball gets by, nobody advances. Taylor's got to hustle back. She's got to pay attention to the runner in front of her as she came way down off second, about halfway between second and third. Realized and Gibson wasn't going anywhere, so she had to hustle back. So 1-1. Again, a pass ball really doesn't do you a whole lot unless it scurries and takes a funky hop to get away from the catcher. Big, long stare. Was Fields at her arm. That caused Perez to back out. Now we're dealing. Inside, it's 2-1. In dirt, 3-1. Perez looks down at Coach Dobson. Probably telling Danny to stay within herself here. Don't swing at anything out of the zone. I would make Fields throw me a strike. She does just that. 3-2. So full count, 1 out. Bases are loaded. And the delivery. Swung on and struck her out. Fields took something off that pitch and gets Perez swinging. Second baseman, Bailey Dickerson. So with 2 away, Dickerson, who's had a pretty nice night at the plate. She tripled in the 3rd and then laid down a nice sac bunt back in the 5th to move the runners. First changeup gets away. Now the run will score. Everybody will advance. And that's exactly how you score with this short backstop. The ball's got to scurry away and then take a funky hop off the back. It may have hit the umpire, from what I'm told. So regardless, we'll take runs any way we can get them. Sorry, Blue. And another one gets away. Yeah, and I think the sun is beginning to bother the catcher in Irwin, and she may ask for a quick timeout and some sunglasses. I don't blame her. Is she wearing sunglasses? I'm being told she is wearing sunglasses. Okay. Well, they're not very good ones, apparently. So the 2-0 delivery. And everybody steps out. Dickerson steps out. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. That's going to be high, 3-1 now. So the 3-1, 2 out. Runners at second and third, swung on and slapped foul. for Dickerson. So it should be 3-2 now. Come on, 3-2, 2 outs, swung on and foul again. We'll do it again. Say hi to everybody listening across the Union Network, including Gianna Wood, our newest career advisor in the College and Career Center. Gianna, thanks for listening. Enjoying the broadcast here. Swung on, slow roller. Gotta hurry, in time. Nice defensive play by Dowdy, but not before Union closes the lead to 3. We head to the 7th. Choctaw up 5-2.
We can see anything?
You can see just fine, but we're umpires. We can't see anyway.
He's blind in this eye and can't see out of this one.
Took one to the helmet, to the mask. Didn't even see it coming.
I can see, they can't see. Is that what it is? He can't see.
She can't see that down.
That's good. That's good. Get skinny back there, is all I can tell you.
I thought it was the scissors. When I took that one in the mask, I was like, yep, those scissors. Hey, I don't take free licks for nothing.
Look out, Coach. You can't.
Off the back, I take those, but this.
All right, start around here.
Let's do something big.
Leading off for Choctaw, number 22, Bella Butler. Bella Butler steps in here now. We head to the 7th, top of the 7th. 5-2, Choctaw on top. Defensively, no changes at all out here for Coach Dobson and the Union Redhawks. First pitch swinging to Franklin, and in time. Nice job by Monica, can get over, and there's one away.
Hey, come on, Five. Come on, Five. You're going to swing it. Mean it.
Next up, number 5, Bree Curry. As Curry steps in. She is 0 for 2 tonight, walked in the first and then grounded out both in the 3rd and the 6th inning. First pitch, strike. So if you wonder what we got coming up in the bottom of the 7th, it'll be 9-1-2 for Union.
Hey, nobody back out here, boys. Turn around, go.
It's outside. Again, Ramirez having a little bit of a time picking up the ball as Irwin did early on. Inside. Delivered out to center, Dickerson lost it in the sun. So Dickerson catches it and there's 2 away. am struggling hard here with the sun. I believe Kadrian Fields, number 19, will step in now. Fields steps in. She's back in.
Come on, Katie, break it up.
Abby Schmitz had batted for her earlier. First pitch strike. So 2 away. That's popped up. Trouble, nice running job by Williams, where she started out on it and then had to come in quickly. Did a good job, and Choctaw goes in order. Hey, listen, folks, while we've got just a moment, you may have seen the news this afternoon. So our hearts from everybody here at Union go out to all the folks affected by the accident that happened out in Sand Springs during lunchtime today. So on behalf of everybody here at Union Public Schools, we send our condolences and our prayers to the entire Sand Springs Sandike community in your loss this afternoon. We'll be back after this.
All right, Jackets, here you go. Play hard right here. Give it all you got.
Leading off for Union, right fielder Jocelyn Williams. So Williams will step in here, 9-1-2, as I said earlier. 5-2 to score. Takeaways for tonight. Just going to say that Union played a whale of a game and has so far, and they're 3 outs away. And I believe, I don't know what's happening at this point right now. I believe it did kind of come off the home plate umpire. Everybody was kind of taking a walk. Give the umpire an opportunity to kind of clear his thoughts. I believe there's one strike, as Williams did offer at that. Umpire couldn't get out of the way in time. And that one got a piece of the Irwin. And the home plate umpire's not happy, and I can't say I blame him. He just can't see anything at this point. He may take a little bit of a timeout here. I believe that's the second or third time that the home plate umpire's been hit, and he's going to walk it off. He's probably going to let this sun settle a little bit, because we're about 5 minutes away from that sun disappearing. I laugh a little bit as the field umpire's walking down to first baseline with a big old smile on his face. He's smiling, but he wouldn't be smiling if he was behind home plate right now. Blue taking a punishment back there behind home plate. So it's 0-2 now to Williams. Fields back in for her second inning of work. That's outside, 1-2. One-two delivery, swung on, just foul. And for the first time during this at-bat for Williams, she swung at the pitch and nobody got hurt. So that's a positive thing. One-two, high, 2-2. Good crowd still on hand here. Swung on and into the netting. Nice rip there by Williams. So if Williams gets on, Franklin will come up. She was intentionally walked back in the 5th. She offered up, the ball gets by. Throw down to first, not in time. She's gonna stay right there. And first pitch. She swung at it, and you may have heard Sean say that he didn't think she saw it at all. She just kind of waved at it. Ball got by, and Williams is safe at first. And Franklin is up to bat, and we'll see if they're going to pitch to her. I imagine they will, as the best Franklin could do here would be score 2 runs if she can get a hold of one, and she can. We know that. I imagine Coach is going to give Fields and Irwin the opportunity to do something. As Coach Dobson will come down, have a conversation with the home plate umpire. I'll probably just check in on him, make sure he's all right after the battery he's taken. Now batting, shortstop Monica Franklin. Franklin stepped in, then stepped out. I'm perfect. Thank you for asking, Mr. Owen. Mr. Owen asked if I was okay. Listen, I'm one of the few that came away unscathed during the Williams at-bat. First pitch. There is a strike. So 0-1 to Franklin. High, 1-1. Fields makes a mistake here. The senior prowess of Monica Franklin will definitely show up. Williams at first. High, 2-1. Fields is not hitting the strike zone or trying to get Franklin to chase something high in the zone. Monica a little bit smarter than that. Now Haycock ships over. So Haycock, I should say, in left field, shifted over just about the time Fields delivered that, and then Franklin tried to slap it towards left field, so we'll see what the Yellow Jackets have dialed up from a pitching standpoint.
Got it, KD.
The 2-2 delivery. Swung on, and that's going to get down. That'll be a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. Franklin on her horse. She's going to be safe at third, and that's a triple. And Franklin makes them pay. As 2 of the 3 RBIs tonight come at the bat, off the bat, I should say, of Monica Franklin, the senior. Designated player, number 11, Trinaya James. And the lead is 5-3 now with nobody out. James steps in, long look in by Fields, and she steps out. Now Fields and Irwin do their job. They're going to pitch away. Throw down, not in time. Monica stepped off quite a bit. Again, I want to see James do something with this, but just get that running slap hitter style. Just got to stay in the zone. She can do it, though. That's high. 2-0. So 2-0. Shadows have overtaken all of the playing surface, but not the press box. So your view at home has probably gotten a little bit better. Our view is still not very good. Of course it's beautiful, Mr. Irwins. You and our amazing crew that we have. In the dirt, ball 4. So a walk by Fields given up to James. And it's 5-3, nobody out. And the catcher in Ramirez with an opportunity to do something really special here.
Hey, let's go, Blue! Find the fight!
Now batting for Union, number 1, Estrella Ramirez. Nobody out, runners at the corners. And here comes the coach to have a conversation, and I believe we're going to have another pitching change, possibly. And Fields, the way she's looking into the dugout and took off her mask, I believe we will. We'll figure it out. It's number 14. It looks like number 14 is going to come out. That's going to be none other than Dakota Frizzell. So she'll warm up. We'll be back right after this.
You got it.
Hey folks, Union Volleyball will host Sapulpa on Tuesday. That's next Tuesday, September 27th in the gym inside the high school, starting at 6:30. That's Union Volleyball versus Sapulpa. If you can't make it to the game, you can join Tyler Fisher with the call live on the Union Sports Network. That's at unionsportsnetwork.com. Red Hawk Volleyball versus Sapulpa next Tuesday, the 27th, starting at 6:30. Welcome back live here. Quick announcement, Union Volleyball is going to host Sapulpa 2 Tuesdays away, September 27th. Be an opportunity to see Chad McKee and all his girls. 8 seniors in all on that squad. Join Tyler Fisher right here on the Union Sports Network starting at 6:30. It's Union Volleyball as they host Sapulpa Tuesday, September 27th. Little meeting out there between coaches and home plate umpires. I think there's all kinds of different position players happening, and Coach Dobson doing this, and one of our athletic trainers out to have a little quick conversation with the home plate umpire because courtesy runner is going to first. That's going to be number 8. That's none other than Tensia Norman. Courtesy running number 8, Tensia Norman. So Norman will come in and run. Estrella Ramirez is due up. We'll see what Coach Dobson does here. And Norman is going to head back off. Not too sure what's happening here. I believe she's going to change helmets.
Have fun with it, babe.
There we go. Norman does switch helmets. Don't want that thing bobbling around on her head, that's for sure. Now batting catcher number 1, Estrella Ramirez. So here we go. Nobody out, kids. Runners at the corners. 5-3 your score. And Ramirez up to bat.
Get tempo going, babe. You got it.
Dakota Frizzell comes in. She'll be the pitcher now. And this is the third pitcher used, and that's a bunt down. Run scores. Nice job there. 1 away, but we cut the lead to 1 as Franklin comes home and scores. Great bunt by Ramirez. And there's still only 1 away. It was a squeeze all the way. First pitch laid down beautifully, and Franklin's got some wheels. Now batting center fielder, Kat Gibson. So Norman at second, Gibson at the plate, 1 away, and the lead is only 1 for Choctaw. Outside. Kat Gibson, 1 for 3 tonight. A base hit back in the 6th is her only hit. She barely offers up. I believe she did swing at that, so that'll be a strike. 1-1. Frizzell with a nice little change on that pitch. Phil Gibson. Gibson doesn't have to do anything crazy here, just a little base knock. With the dangerous Taylor in the on-deck circle. In the dirt, runner will advance. The tying run now 60 feet away. And I'm gonna say anything on the ground, if I'm Coach Dobson, I'm gonna be aggressive. I look down at my phone hoping Brett Morgan would give me the attaboy on that one. We'll see. Appreciate Brett tuning in. Outside, 3-1. So 3-1 to Gibson. The tying run 60 feet away, 1 out. Frizzell looks in. Swung on, oh, nice rip there, boy. Gibson wants that one back. It's a great cut by her, and it's 3-2 now. Frizzell down at her arm. And delivers. Oh, it struck her out. Blew it right by her on the outside part of the plate, and Perez not happy with herself, but good cut. All you can do is take a cut at it, and she did it. So now 2 away. First baseman, number 18, Lily Taylor. Taylor steps in, 2 away again, 60 feet away. In the dirt. Taylor needs to be patient here.
Nobody batter right here, 1-4. You got a little one? There you go. Nice.
Swung on a nice rip there. Kind of going back to the inside pitch. Talked about it earlier twice tonight, the fact that Taylor has a hard time laying off those. Let's see what Frizzell throws here. 1-1. Inside, good job by Taylor. Stay off of that. Curry dancing around out there in center field. As they seem to shift a few people over. Taylor does a right thing and steps out. Frizzell's going to take her time, so is Taylor. Delivered, swung on, strike two. Redhawks are down to their last strike. The freshman and Taylor steps in. Delivered. Struck her out. Choctaw had to work for that one just like Jinx did. And if you're the Lady Redhawks, again, 2 losses, but 2 losses by 1 run to the 2 of the best teams in this state, in Jinx and Choctaw. So that's it for us here on the Union Sports Network. Our next broadcast will come to you next Monday. That's 2 Mondays from now as the Owasso Rams come to town. So for Joanna and Andy Irwin, I'm Jim Douthit. Guys, thanks for joining us at the Home for Redhawk fans. You've been watching the Union Sports Network. Folks, thanks for coming out. Don't forget, 2 Mondays from now, Monday, September.